नमस्कार दर्शक मित्रों, कैलिडियोस्कोप में आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है। हम आपको पिछले एपिसोड में नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के बारे में बताया था। उम्मीद है आपको वो हमारा एपिसोड पसंद आया होगा। आज हम आपको ले चलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में। उसके साथ आज हम बात करेंगे फादर डिकोस्टा टाइटस। वो सेंट जेवियर स्कूल नरोडा के प्रिंसिपल है। तो आइए उन्हीं से मुंह से सुनते हैं उन्होंने क्या कहा नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के बारे में।
Hi, good morning friends. On behalf of PRSI Ahmedabad chapter and Kaleidoscope, today we have come to a wonderful new location. And thanks to our honorable and dear Father Titus, today, on his invitation, we are today at St. Xavier's Naroda. So, Father, we have been habituated to see more of you at St. Xavier's Mirzapur,
Right.
where you have done so many activities with PRSI Ahmedabad over the years. And congratulations for being here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this, new institution.
Yes, we are at New Naroda, they call it, and the institution named after great Saint Xavier. So it is a Saint Xavier's Higher Secondary School, New Naroda, and we have about 1,300 students over here, and it's only English medium school.
Okay.
We have 45 staff members, and I am happy to tell you that we have staff members from 9 states of India.
Oh wow, that's so wonderful. And Father, as you know that on this Teachers' Day we were honoring some educators and institutions, and obviously you have been one of those guiding lights for us for all these years. You did mention that some interesting activities did take place in this school also since you came in. So if you could tell a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
yes, I would like to tell that after the lockdown period, most of the times we spend in negative thinking. But suddenly I thought, why to all the time? How many cases are positive? How many cases are negative? And I wanted to inject some positive thoughts in the minds of my teachers. And so we had a competition like elocution competition, declamation, and very interesting debate. And all these are centered around COVID-19.
Okay.
And the wonderful thing is what we had the debate, and the debate is on COVID-19 is a blessing.
Oh wow.
Is a blessing,
Such a wonderful
because not to look at it as a curse. And what I believe, that God has given us the time to think,
Wow.
to introspect, to think where we are and where we need to go.
So again a case of turning crisis into opportunities. That's what we learned from here. That's the reason that St. Xavier's Naroda for these kind of campaigns is a worthy recipient of our felicitation award this year. And Father, at this critical juncture when you are talking positivity in education comes the national education policy. We will need to know your thoughts about that.
Every house needs renovation. Once the building is 40, 50 years old, then we start of renovating. As so does, I look at the new education policy is nothing new but a renovation in education. And that is needed, Because for last, I think 30, 40 years, we are carrying with the same policy. Though there are some people, some may not accept. And what I believe, that every innovation will have new challenges, and to accept new challenges one need to have that courage. And so nothing, according to me, nothing to worry about the new education policy. New education policy is a renovation in our education system, and one must be ready to work hard. As I look at the new education policy, I don't find it so new, because I had been to some of the Western countries, and there the system almost followed what we are going to follow.
Wow.
Only my worry is implementation is very important. Everything very easy to make policies, but the very important thing, Mr. Subhajit, is the implementation. And so my all prayers are with all those authorities who are going to stress on this, that see that we implement it.
Wow, thank you so much, Father Titus. So as you can see, friends, it's a new renovation which is happening. The good thing is that we have educators like Father Titus who says it needs courage, and here we are standing as a family. So we finally thank all of you. Thank you, Father. And we feel that, with all of us together, we will take this new education policy to newer heights. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice
Thank you,
day.
Mr.
Thank you.
Subhajit.
Thank you.
थैंक यू फादर टाइटस डिकोस्टा, आपने बहुत ही सुंदर विचारों के साथ प्रकट किया है, हमारे दर्शकों को इसकी बहुत ही अच्छी जानकारी दी है आपने। थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। मैं अब आपको हमारे अगले प्रिंसिपल के साथ मुलाकात करवाऊंगा। जहां आप आएंगे वहां पे आपको सुनाई देगा हाउ द जोश, हाउ द जोश। तो आइए हम हमारे नेक्स्ट प्रिंसिपल के साथ आपसे मुलाकात करवाते हैं। जिस स्कूल में जा रहे हैं वहां का नाम है आर्मी पब्लिक स्कूल शाहीबाग। तो सुनते हैं प्रिंसिपल के मुख से उन्होंने क्या कहा।
Good morning. On the 5th September of this month, we celebrated Happy Teachers Day. And it was a great moment for us, a moment for pride, where we were celebrating it with the leading educators of the city. And we are even more honored that this entire Teachers Day program is bringing us to new locations, new places, new wonderful educational institutions which are nested in this city. Today, friends, I am at the Army School Shahibag, and what a wonderful campus this is. And we are so lucky to have two leading educators with us today of this wonderful school. So first of all, I would like to introduce the officiating principal, Mary Joseph ma'am. Thank you ma'am for being here with us. And then we have our headmistress Anju Aryaji, who was a part of the Zoom session. So thank you so much again, and we are honored to be here.
Thank you.
So ma'am, happy Teachers Day and congratulations again for
Thank
this.
you.
We will like you to express your thoughts and feelings on this.
It was a great opportunity that was given to our school. Recognition is always something which everybody look for. Good job everybody is doing, but whenever it is recognized by an outside resource persons, that is something which is very touching to all the members. So it is not just a piece of paper that you have given to us. This certificate means a lot to us. It means whatever our teachers are doing for the school, that has been recognized. A good job is being done by everybody by educating the young minds. But when such recognition comes, it's a moral booster to everybody. So thank you all the organizers of PRSI for giving such a wonderful opportunity to us and recognizing our deeds. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Armed Forces has always been very close to our heart. 2 years back when we celebrated a similar day, we were always with the armed forces, and today I think the country is at a position where globally we have to stand by the defense personnel and armed forces. All the 18 chapters of PRSI nationally are very grateful and honored that you could become a part of this program. I will also like to mention Wing Commander Puneet Chadda sir, because of whose entire coordination we could be here today and this school could be with us. That also shows the power of the communication people, the PRO people, which is
That's
actually
absolutely true. Yeah.
which is the base of our PRSI family. Anju ma'am, thanks. You gave some wonderful thoughts that day which we shared. So I would like to know from you that this new education policy.
See, first of all, I want to thank you, and I must appreciate the effort which PRI is doing in the field of education, and also in a form of an initiative which you have started is Vijay Bharat Abhiyan. And I am really honored that you gave me an opportunity to share my views on Vijay Bharat and also on national education policy. I must say this policy is much needed policy which we are waiting for almost 34 years. And I am sure that once this policy will be initiated, it will be, we will see a great change in our education and in our education system, and also I feel it is very important for our children. This policy which new changes which it has initiated, which we will be initiating in future, it will be very important for our students. So this is what I feel, and I am sure that this education policy will bring the necessary change in our students.
I can always see in your campus, I feel such positive vibes, where I feel that creative thinking and keeping a healthy heart and mind is what our school also I think believes in. So we wish you all the best. You are not only churning out new students, but these are all people who are going to serve the country, and we have a deep respect and honor for them. So thank you, Mary ma'am. Thank you, Anjuji.
Yeah,
Thanks a
one more
lot.
thing I would like to say, the support of management is always there.
Right.
That is one thing, that is why the school is prospering.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much again, and happy Teachers Day.
थैंक यू, बहुत ही सुंदर विचार प्रकट किए हैं मैरी जोसेफ प्रिंसिपल एंड अंजू आर्या जी, एंड थैंक्स सुबोजीत सेन। अब मैं आपको ले चलता हूं हमारे सोशलाइट नेट एनालिटिक के अभिमन्यु गोस्वामी को फाउंडर, जिन्होंने सुंदर बहुत ही विचार प्रकट किए हैं और हमारे इस एपिसोड को प्रोड्यूस करने में हमारी हेल्प की है। तो आइए उनसे ही सुनते हैं उन्होंने क्या कहा हमारी ये एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के बारे में, तो उनसे ही सुनते हैं।
Hi. So in this tough COVID times comes the National Education Policy, which after years of this education system we have been living in, it is set to change the parameters of how the new education system will shape up. We are here with Abhimanyu Goswami of Net Analytics, the co-founder of Net Analytics, who was a part of this movement with us and due to the Happy Teachers Day. So we will like to have your thoughts on the education policy.
Thanks a lot, Subhojit ji. And first of all, regarding the national education policy, what I would like to say is that this is the first step towards coming out of the mindset that my kid got 92% and your kid got 91%. Also from coming out of the mindset of a parent telling a kid that last year you got 95%, this year why did you got 93%? So this national education policy, I feel it is same as with the year the economy was liberalized. We had opened the economy as in a way that economy for all. The whole, everyone was allowed to do business. So this is same, but the difference is that was for the economy and this is for the education. I would call this policy as the liberalization of education. What the new national education policy teaches us is that every kid has the right to follow his dream. And it is not necessary for every kid to come under the pressure that the exams are coming and let's start reading and let's start writing so that we can score good marks. Because what has happened over a period of time is that exams have become a source of show off rather than seeing the basic output of the student. What has happened is people have started pressuring kids to bring good marks so that they can show it to other parents and other people and family members that my kid scored so much. Now it is time that we come to the basics, where a kid learns what he wants to learn and no one is under the pressure and no one is judged. Let me tell you that for a kid to score bad marks and then being taunted and being told that you have scored lesser marks is quite a mentally affecting thing.
Right.
We talk about mental health and everything these days. This is something that we never talk about.
Right.
So what I feel is that this national education policy is going to drive us towards the new era of Atmanirbhar Bharat, in which everyone will do what they like, and everyone, when they do what they like, it means that they are going to become Atmanirbhar. So these things are basically interrelated. Also, this national education policy focuses on reading to learn, not reading to score marks. That is the main difference. Right now we are just reading to score good marks. Now our kids will read to learn, and when they will learn, they will do great things, and when they will do great things, our country will become greater and greater. So my thought about the national education policy is that this is liberalization of education. And this, in the upcoming 10 years, the effect of this policy will be seen and everyone would be happy with this. So those are my initial thoughts, and let's see how years go by, and I am very optimistic about it.
And also please share a little bit about your involvement in this current Happy Teachers Day program, and Net Analytics was a sponsor in the whole thing. So what was the little thought behind that?
Now, one of the major reasons for sponsoring that event was that I always say one thing, that the change starts from the roots. So I got an opportunity to come on board with so many principals and so many educators that I can share my thought process, and if they agree, they can share it with all those kids, all those parents. So you have to start from somewhere. So I would say that it was my first giving to the liberalization of education policy.
Great thought, Abhimanyu. And also, finally, the last question is that there is a talk about promoting your Matru Bhasha also in this policy. You, as an entrepreneur, have already announced that there is an opportunity for Gujarati engineers to become a part of this bandwagon and cult called Net Analytics. So how do you look at this development of a child being allowed to learn in their own language, in their own expression till class 5th?
Now, this is a very important thing. What happens at times is that we are not taught our basic Matru Bhasha, so we can just speak it, but we cannot read it and we cannot write it. Now, not being able to read and write your own Matru Bhasha is, in a way, a very sad thing. Probably lots of generations have missed this opportunity, but as we say in Hindi, der aaye durust aaye. So ultimately, it will promote the basic pride of your own state. And I always say people one thing, that develop your state. When you develop your state, your country is going to develop. I think any person sitting in Mizoram, any person sitting in UP, any person sitting in Bihar, or any person sitting in Maharashtra should think about developing their own state. The development of state leads to the development of the country. Gujarat is present in India, so that is what I want. I want our state to develop. Ultimately, country gets developed. So that's the basic thing. It's about invoking the pride of your state. For us, it is the Gujarati pride, and we have to actually respect this policy a lot, and we should invoke the basic sentiments of Gujarati people and the Gujarati language, and we should take this forward in a very strong way.
Wonderful. So with these thoughts, friends, you can see that how the whole community here, whether it's the business community or the education community, they are really gung-ho and excited about this whole thing. The one good thing is that everybody wants to take this movement ahead, and we really hope that the only thing which should happen is implementation of this whole policy. That is going to be a very important step. But once that train runs on the track, we are hopeful that we will definitely take the best ride out of it. So thank you very much. Thank you, Abhimanyu, for your thoughts.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for being there with us.
Same here.
On behalf of Hardik Panchoti and Shubhojit, we thank again Mr. Abhimanyu for being a part of this interaction, and we look forward to more of this. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.